Today we're bringing you a new Town Hall 15 base link that is built specifically for hard mode. Now, what is hard mode? It is an option in friendly challenges or friendly wars that you can enable to make the game a bit more difficult and a bit more satisfying for when you get a 3-star. This base here is a diamond base, a really strong one. So we've got 2 poison towers in the center of the base aimed at slowing down the attackers. Poison towers are extremely good against E-dragons and super witches as well, because it buys time for your defenses to shoot back. Another thing you'll notice about this base is there is a huge distance between the eagle artillery and the town hall. It's very hard for an attacker to get both of them down quite close to each other, so the attacker's got to make a decision. Do they risk 1-starring and go for the eagle artillery and leave the town hall up to the end, or do they ensure the town hall goes down but go through A, the town hall poison, and B, leave the eagle artillery up to the end? And this puts you at the advantage. Another few things to notice is there's not really a lot of flame flinger value around the major targets. Now, you could probably get a flame flinger around the Archer Queen and the Royal Champion, get some value there. But in terms of flame flingering the Town Hall or the Eagle Artillery, both are extremely difficult. A, because of the cannons on the outside of the base, B, because of the mortars that are near the Town Hall, and C, both areas are guarded by 2 ground bows. So we're trying to neutralize the insane value that a flame flinger can get at Town Hall 15. In terms of Queen charges, generally attackers will come into the Town Hall with a Queen charge on this base, but you're going to see, yes, the Town Hall is a very easy target to get with the Queen charge, but getting anything beyond the Town Hall is quite difficult, and that monolith is set up perfectly to take down your queen before she gets too much value. And the last major thing about this base is the dead zone. You can see the dead zone from the walls on the bottom side of the base, making it very hard to get from the town hall into the core, particularly if you're using armies like Root Rider spam, which is quite common at Town Hall 15. But the dead zone technically doesn't end there. If you have a look at the Archer Queen and the Royal Champion on the base, it would actually be very hard to path your Root Riders towards that multi-inferno, because look, there is a layer of defenses on the outside of the base extended by the Teslas there that ruin the pathing of Root Riders if you spam it in. Those areas at 10 o'clock and 1 or 2 o'clock on the base would be common entries for Root Riders, but getting the Root Riders into the very center will prove more difficult than you can think. But before we get into the Root Rider defense, let's start off with E-Dragon clone here. E-Dragon's obviously very strong from basically Town Hall 11 all the way up to Town Hall 16. You can see the giant arrow goes across the core there and does get rid of both sweepers, which never a good thing for the base, but you can't really do anything to stop that. But in this replay, I want you to have a look at the dead zone, because the dead zone looks kind of unassuming on this base, but you're going to see that the dead zone is very strong. Now, unfortunately, whoever was recording this hit didn't want to show us anything that was going on, but you see the dragon clone comes in, gets rid of the town hall, and the clone does go into the core, but look, none of the E-Dragons are going into the core at all. They do eventually here, but look at this, they've taken so much damage in the meantime, and oh my, we finally get the E-Dragons into the core so we can see them, but the guy moves the camera up so we can't see them yet again. Not the best camera work there. We can see the Royal Champion on the bottom side. Now, you're going to point out that the pet combination here isn't the best, because we do have the Lassie with the Royal Champion, but can you please look at this hit and tell me that this would have tripled even if they had the Fox, which you don't have at Town Hall 15. But even if you had the Fox on the Royal Champion, no way you're getting the 3-star with this attack. Even better, with this angle, it'd be quite hard for the E-Dragons to take the Clan Castle down. And if you don't get the Clan Castle down, the Ice Golems will come out to your heroes and completely ruin this hit. So not even getting close on this one, and it's all because of the dead zone buying your base so much time to output the damage and really thwarting the attackers' plans for how they were going to funnel their troops. And we'll jump into the Root Rider spam hit here, and yep, it looks like I'm correct. We're going to be coming in from sort of this 10 to 11 o'clock area on the base where the Archer Queen is. And yes, it looks simple, like the troops should go straight into the core from here, but we'll see if that ends up happening in reality. So Siege Barracks up the top, King and Queen down the bottom with a jump spell. Should come down any second now to help the King get through the base. I guess we'll see if that happens. We got the Root Rider spam on the top side. The Valks don't go straight in, but that's fine. They are coming around to the Eagle on the top side, and they will group up with everything. The jump spell goes down. Not for the King, but for the Queen. That feels pretty unfortunate for the King. He's only trying to do his best. And then the Hogs come out of the Siege Barracks, but they're going to get wrecked by the defensive Royal Champion. But let's see what the base can do here. So the Queen goes to ability, the Healer Puppet doing its best, but it is super hard to keep the Queen alive there, and that's because the Root Riders have been completely stalled by the defensive CC. It's thrown the timing of the attacker off. If the King and Queen went in together and the Root Riders were there in time, you would have likely seen this kind of overwhelm the base in one wave, but look at it, it's all out of time. The Siege Barracks Hogs came out too early, the King and Queen were too early, and now the Root Riders are getting wrecked, and look, this isn't even close. This is not even close. The Royal Champion trying her best on the top side, but this is going to end up being a big fat 1-star. That's it for today's hard mode base. If you're looking for any bases that we've done at other town halls, I think we've done every town hall but Town Hall 14 from memory. I will link the playlist for this on the left. And if you're looking for some Town Hall 15 attack strategy guides, we'll show you the top 3 attack strategies as of earlier this year. Don't worry, we've got a top 5 Town Hall 15 attack strategies coming later this month for Town Hall 15. You can look forward to that as long as you're subscribed.